At the end of the day, it's all about freedom.
I think that as far as what actually is going on with the American empire, I think it's the most open conspiracy ever. And that's really the thing about it. And that was really what really cured me of my conspiracism was really the Iraq war. It should have been 99 when Clinton bombed Kosovo. I should have known better right then. But when the Iraq war happened, that was the final death knell in my belief that this is ultimately all about empowering the UN as a one world federal government here. And that even though they dress it up as right-wing nationalism because it's Republicans in power, ultimately they want this new world order, one world state. And I could just tell, like, man, that just doesn't hold water anymore with explaining the invasion of Iraq. That's not what was going on. And so I kind of, and in fact, I think if you go back, right, almost exactly, 13 years and a week or whatever it was, that first interview with Alan Bach, I asked him about Philip Drew administrator and the whole conspiracy of the liberals basically all being willing dupes of right-wing conservative oligarchs all along kind of thing. And so I'm basically like getting into the conspiracy kind of angle and saying what I thought at the time, that like ultimately, if the American empire is so destructive to America, maybe that really is the point after all, is to break America's bank finally. That the elite agenda is Osama's agenda, to spend America to the brink deliberately to run us into the ground kind of thing. And Alan Bach was like, man, I really don't think so. I mean, I really think if you look at these guys, what they really believe is that America can do anything. Deficits don't matter, and they're the king of the hill, and what are you going to do about it?
And is it possible?
Richard Pearl wrote, was the final thing that made me give up my belief in the one world conspiracy thing, was that Richard Pearl wrote a thing in The Guardian called "Thank God for the Death of the United Nations." And he goes, oh, you stupid pansy liberals with your United Nations, humanitarian international law, blah, blah, blah. We have the National Security Council. We don't need you. We can do whatever the F we want. We have the U.S. Army. Yeah. And we will be the ones to run this world state, not you, Brussels. And, for Richard Pearl to even be in a position to pronounce that means that he was right.
Right.
For him, he was reading those people their death certificate, and it wasn't just his wishful thinking.
Right.
It was real. That your dream is over. This is what's going on here. Pax Americana. And so that then called into question all my other conspiracies that backed up why they would have such a self-sacrificial policy. The answer is they're just as stupid and narrow-minded as they are cruel.